package week for Mustang TV News. What does that mean?
Who is the homeless student liaison? What's the new club at MCHS? I'm Madison Hayes.
And I'm Kanan Shanks. Mustang TV News starts right now.
Hey Kanan, what is Package Week?
Well, it's not exactly what you ordered from Amazon. In the newsroom, a package is a pre-recorded story, typically around 60 to 90 seconds, including at least 2 interviews, and is entirely voiced by the reporter. This week, everyone at Mustang TV News paired up for their own packages.
140. That's the number of people in McCracken County experience homelessness, and some are your fellow classmates, as the group of Continuum Care told WPSD last year.
Reporter Atlee Stanley found one of the many different ways our district supports these kids.
Events such as house fires or storms like the 2021 Mayfield tornado can leave many people displaced and homeless. McCracken County McKinney-Vento homeless liaison Brandy Dix can help any impacted students.
I love it. I love helping people. Most of all of my jobs have been helping people, but it's even more special.
The McKinney-Vento is a grant which pays for Miss Dix to work here and help McCracken families find housing and connect them to resources, including everything from food benefits to water and gas, based on each family's individual needs. She has one last message for anyone who might need her help.
When it comes to displacement, just know that the school is here to help, and I can connect you to those type of resources if you need it.
While Ms. Dix's office is located at Lone Oak Elementary, her services extend to every student. If you ever find yourself in this situation, you can always contact her at brandy.dix@mccracken.kyschools.us.
The MCHS Fall Play is right around the corner, and the cast members have been hard at work getting ready for their performances. Mustang TV's Lynn Garland and Mackenzie Wiltshire talked to the cast.
TRAP, the MCHS 2023 Fall Play, is only a week away, with show dates being November 9th through the 11th. Said to be nothing like our theater department has ever put on before. Director Mary Bowden says TRAP is an interactive, documentary-style play that will leave audience members shocked.
I wanted to perform a different style of play so that our audiences can be exposed to a different kind of work, and so that my student performers here in the theater department, these students can have just a different opportunity.
As performances draw near, our actors say they are confident in the play's success. Actress Jules Mayhew talks about her experience with TRAP as her first play.
My feelings towards this play, I would say, are, well, first off, extremely excited. I can't wait to put this on for all of you and anyone else who really wants to go see. This being my first show, it's got a special place in my heart, and I hope that it has a special place in the rest of the cast's hearts as well.
Tickets for TRAP are on sale now. Get yours at the McCracken Theater Department page.
MCHS has introduced a new club for anyone to join. Reporters Bryce Mayhew and Chad Hall took a deep dive into the Smile Club.
The Smile Club is a project started by Miss Sykes and Timber Anderson to promote kindness and mental health awareness.
I had seen the person that gave me this idea a few years ago at a conference, and she is in charge of the Taylor Ray of Sunshine Foundation. And what that is her daughter had committed suicide when she was in college, and she goes around and talks about mental health and kind of the stigmas behind it. And so the Smile Club was derived out of that.
The Smile Club plans to promote events such as Smile Day and Kindness Week to help spread their positive message. Senior Timber Anderson shares why she started the club.
I've just always been very passionate about mental health awareness and suicide prevention, and I wanted to help spread some smiles and kindness around the school here at McCracken and make sure that everybody realizes that their emotional and social and mental health matters just as anybody else's.
If you would like to join the Smile Club, you can click the link in the description or put in the Google Classroom code STJLAV3.
Halloween was last Tuesday, and some of you dressed in creative costumes this year.
Tyler Manea and I interviewed some students about what they plan to dress up as and their plans for Halloween night. The McCracken hallways were filled with Barbies, ghosts, and Spider-Man and more this past Halloween. We talked to some students about why they still love dressing up for Halloween and how it brings them nostalgia.
It's always something me and my mom have always done, and she always comes to plan out my costume, and sometimes we make it together and get stuff from Hobby Lobby and buy fabric and sew costumes together and everything.
With dress-up days, you can usually plan to dress up on homecoming week, prom week, and more. This past Halloween, just so happened to line up with Red Ribbon Week. We talked to Mrs. Woods about how she feels about the dress-up days.
I enjoy, personally, dress-up days, and it's always entertaining to me to see what the kids will come up with. It makes me happy that teachers get involved, and I just feel like it creates a nice culture during dress-up days.
It's something seniors know well, filling out those applications and hoping they get enough scholarships to afford college.
Here at MCHS, 3 of our students passed the first round of the prestigious Coca-Cola Scholarship. Ezra Adams and McKenna Brown spoke to them.
The semifinalists are KJ Walker, Emmy Seaton, and Owen Cody. We asked Emmy Seaton on how she feels about moving forward to the semifinals.
Okay, I was really excited when I found out that I got the scholarship because I read that almost less than 10% actually get it. So I was super stoked to find out for the amazing opportunity.
We then asked Owen Cody how he feels about the scholarship and where he plans on going to college.
I'm really excited about moving on to this next round in the scholarship. I'm now a semifinalist, hoping to become a finalist. To attend college, I am currently applying to Harvard, Yale, Princeton, University of Chicago, Johns Hopkins, Columbia University, and a number of other prestigious colleges.
They will find out if they made it to finals on the Coca-Cola website.
Welcome back, class. As always, I'm Dr. Professor, PhD, and I graduated from the unfortunately now defunct Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Thankfully, they haven't yet revoked my degree in colors, and of course, you're always being taught the most incorrect history. Incorrect History 101. As we covered many moons ago, the late governor of Minnesota, John Jorts, founded a new color, inchworm, and that was the basis for today's lesson, the history of colors. Of course, we will go in rainbow order, starting with blue. As some may or may not know, humans only saw in black and white until the advent of color television on July 3rd, 1928 in London. Before then, blue was more of a theory than a practice. However, after seeing the dreary blue skies of England for the first time, King George V declared the blue as the first color. The color soon became globally popular as the world was suddenly intrigued by this new idea of color, and scientists internationally started the race to discover every color. The next color to be named was green, found and coined by William Greener after the nuclear meltdown in Chernobyl in 1986. After 60 years of no new colors being created, this was certainly a scientific breakthrough, as just a few years later, while the Berlin Wall was being torn down, red was found in the depths of Mammoth Cave by Taylor Swift's grandfather, Archie Dean Swift. Hence, why she wrote and named her 2012 album Red. Continuing down the rainbow, orange has a much more simple story compared to the ones previously mentioned. As the Hubble Space Telescope was launched, an unnamed NASA scientist found the color within the original research notes for the telescope. The next day, using the previous findings of red, orange, and green, a researcher from Botswana hypothesized that naturally, there must be a color between orange and green. From there, the theory of yellow was presented to a panel of qualified scientists, and the color yellow was named in 1991. And here at MCHS, Mr. Hauser actually was the one who invented the color purple in 2021. So for all you purple lovers, you have him to thank. Class dismissed. Here at MCHS, we have a lot to look forward to as auditions for The Voice closed last Friday. Reporters Finn Palmer and Kanan Shanks find out more.
The Voice McCracken is our school's rendition of the famous TV show The Voice. Each year, several students audition and perform for the school in 5 entertaining rounds.
It's just hopefully just one of those memorable events from high school that you'll be like, oh my gosh, do you remember when we had The Voice?
Librarian Bridget Thompson came up with the idea several years ago in 2019 as a fundraiser to pay for the senior dinner and other end-of-the-year activities.
I love showcasing talent. Like, we have our normal, you have your choir and you have drama, and we showcase those, but some of those kids who don't participate in those will surprise you.
Sophomore Braden French won The Voice McCracken last year as a freshman. He was on Team Bobo and performed the winning song I'm Yours in last year's competition.
I'm excited, maybe just a little bit nervous. I will be hosting, but I'm happy I'm able to do this and be able to support the people that are singing and playing this year.
The first round of The Voice will be held sometime in December. The exact date is still unknown, but check our weekly news and afternoon announcements for updates. As MCHS seniors and sophomores await their ACT scores, reporters Emily Vogt and Sydney Hughes highlight the average scores and the importance of ACT prep.
We have seen a whole point drop in average ACT scores after COVID hit here in McCracken County High School. During the 2018 and 2019 school year, the overall composite for the ACT was at 20.8, while the average for the past 3 school years have been a constant 19.7. Despite this, MCHS has a higher average than the state of Kentucky's composite score, being an entire point below McCracken's. Principal Matthew Hauser says everyone from administration to your teachers are working on ways to bring the scores up.
Our teachers do feel a sense of urgency as it relates to ACT because ACT is so important for kids. And so a lot of teachers will embed ACT in their class, like bell ringers as you're walking in, things like that.
Here is Senior Meet Patel explaining how the ACT prep offered here has actually helped him prepare for the ACT.
The ACT prep did help with studying strategies, which answers to choose, how to do certain problems faster so you can save time and just work on other problems a little longer, like the harder ones.
Juniors, you still have the upcoming spring ACT to look forward to. Make sure to check out our daily announcements for any nearing ACT prep sessions.
Juniors, you still have the upcoming spring ACT to look forward to. Make sure to check out our daily announcements for any nearing ACT prep sessions.
Remember the book fair in elementary school?
I sure do. All the chocolate calculators and those erasers.
Yes, and the pens that would pop the eyes out.
I love those. Well, the McCracken County High School librarians think it shouldn't be just memories. Mustang TV's Sabrina Stinson and Isaiah Rounds explains why they brought it back again.
The book fair started October 19th, which gave students a chance to experience the nostalgia of the book fair in elementary school.
So we started off having the book fair because we had some students who just said, why don't we ever have a book fair? And we thought, well, I don't know, let's check into it. So it was by student request that got it started. And then just watching the kids come in here and just enjoy, it makes them think of their elementary school days, and it's just fun.
Teachers were able to take their classes up to the book fair to look at what they had to offer. We got one student's opinion on the book fair.
Personally, the book fair, it was smaller than I thought, but it had like the same stuff it has every single year, but it was still good.
Scholastic Book Fair doesn't have high school level books, so they have to create a book fair from higher level middle school reading levels, and then they send those to our school.
So when we do this book fair, they send us what they want to send us. We don't get to request anything. The only thing I can do is request upper level books because they don't technically have a high school book fair. So we just get the upper level, middle school level, still some books that we have in here, like we have Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and things like that we would have. But we don't get to request anything. They send us what they want, and we just have to go with that. And I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting us at the book fair.
The book fair ended Friday the 27th. Stay tuned for more details on the next one coming to McCracken.
After a record-breaking year for soccer at McCracken County High School, the season finally came to a close for the men's team. For Mustang TV Sports, I'm Asher Shanks. They lost a heartbreaking 2-1 game at Lafayette High School in the state's Final Four. Aiden DeFrance found out more about the game and the senior goalkeeper who led them there.
Despite the loss, the team accomplished a great feat as they were the first squad to represent the men's soccer program in the state Final Four. Much of their success can be credited to the Mustangs' senior loaded defense and senior goalkeeper Grayson Parrish.
It does feel good, but I do wish we could have made that next step. But at the same time, it feels good that we made the next step past just winning the region championship, to where underclassmen can work to improve and do better than we did.
Coach Wiersma's team will look quite different next year after the losses of 10 senior players and the transfer of one of the upcoming juniors, but the team looks to keep up their success.
Well, I've been there before. I love a challenge, and it's not going to be all set in stone on day one next year, but hopefully by the end of the year we get right.
Cameron Porter and Cody Ringstaff have tickets to nationals. I spoke to the 2 members of the bass fishing team ready to try and catch the big one. They competed in the Marshall County Bass Fishing Tournament on October 21st. They came first place and are now going to nationals.
Not many people get to make nationals, obviously. You only have 2 opportunities a year, so it's pretty special. I don't know, it just gets me in a mood and like I get away from everything. It's just fun.
As well as them, we had 2 other top 10 finishes. CJ Canada and Jackson Harned tied for 5th place. Harley Valerius and Blake Jeffrey placed 10th.
Feels pretty good. First time, first tournament. It's a good qualifier, got first place. Like fishing because, I like to hook into the big ones.
Nationals are being held at Lake Hartwell in South Carolina at the end of June. Our chess team won their last chess tournament on Saturday, October 14th. Mustang TV News' Jet Palmer and Caleb Suter have more on the victory.
The Mustang chess team is off to a great start this season with a win at the Livingston County Scholastic Chess Tournament. Individually, 7 McCracken students placed in the top 10, including Manav Shah, who won all 4 of his games, getting him 2nd place overall.
I think I did pretty good. I got 2nd there, even though I won all my matches. That was because the guy who got first played harder people. So hopefully next time I can do that and get first overall.
Although this win is very impressive, it is still very early in the season and there are plenty more opportunities for them to top this performance. The win also shows what the team is capable of and it boosts their hopes for even better things in the future.
I highly expect several individuals to be able to participate in the state chess tournament for individuals. I also expect us to be able to go to the state team tournament this year as well.
The chess team's next match will be on November 11th in the Curris Center at Murray State University. The chess team meets from 2:15 to 3 o'clock on Thursdays in the library if you are interested. Thank you for watching this episode of Mustang TV News.
You can find all of our previous episodes on our YouTube channel.
And remember, everyone matters and every moment counts.